Alright guys, welcome back to another Master and Apprentice LEGO Star Wars review. Today we have set 75383, Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator, retailing for $70 and 640 pieces. This set is coming out May 1st, anywhere you can buy your Legos. This is a Phantom Menace set, so technically it would be a 25th anniversary Phantom Menace set, but also, as you can see there in the bottom left, this is a 25th anniversary for LEGO Star Wars set with the special exclusive minifigure Saw Gerrera. We've gotten a couple other exclusive 25th anniversary minifigures already this year. And then we can see just around the box art, got the nice Tatooine box art from the scene in Phantom Menace, and then the top left, just a silver detail. Alright, real quick here on the side of the box, we can see that they actually have the 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace logo. So it was nice that they added it to this set, because not all of them got it this year. Alright, so now we go to the back of the box. Some pretty good box art, more just Tatooine artwork, and then also showing off all the play functions and accessibilities, as well as kind of a scene from when Qui-Gon yells, "Duck."
Wait, I'm tired!
Anakin, drop! Go!
To Anakin, and then has a duel with Darth Maul, kind of an iconic scene from the Phantom Menace. The first minifigure that we are going to review is the 25th anniversary minifigure Saw Gerrera. Now this is a fan favorite character that we saw in live action for the first time in the Rogue One film, and we've been wondering when we were going to see him in Lego form for quite some time. And I gotta say, there's a lot of great with this minifigure. The only unfortunate part, as you can see, is the green printing is just kind of odd. He's not really green. But for the rest of the printing here, I think it looks astounding. I think it was really accurate looking, just all of the extra detailing, even on the foot and legs. I just think they went the extra mile. I just don't understand why they made him green. He's not really green ever seen on screen. And you can see here without any of the other gear or the cape that it's pretty normal. The printing underneath is pretty much the same as on the chest plate. Overall, I think this is a really fun 25th anniversary minifigure, and it's awesome to finally get Saw Gerrera. Then we have Darth Maul. This minifigure has some good, bad, and ugly. The good is the printing on this minifigure, I think overall is pretty good. The torso, leg, and even some foot printing on here, with the back printing being pretty standard, but there's nothing wrong with it. I think it looks all really good. And overall, there's just some really good printing on here. But the ugly being, I think those pupils are just horrid. I think there should definitely be some pupils. I think it's obviously missing that, and it just stands out. And on top of that, the bad, you can see here, this is one from the 25th anniversary. It's missing the hood and cape, and I think it just stands out, especially from this scene when Darth Maul jumps off the speeder. It's very obvious he has a hood and cape, and I think it's just missing that. That's just my personal opinion, though. Next up, we get Qui-Gon Jinn, probably the highlight for the minifigures, in my opinion, of this set. I think he looks absolutely amazing. He comes with the awesome poncho, but in my opinion, I think the poncho hides the great body, torso, and leg printing. I think the printing on this is just knocked out of the park. I think all around it looks amazing. The hairpiece is nice and thick. In years past, the sideburns would kind of break off. And we can see here on the back, the printing is pretty great. I mean, there's nothing to complain about. And he also comes with a double-sided face, just like Maul. Overall, probably the best minifigure in my opinion. And lastly, we have young Anakin. Not a crazy amazing minifigure, but there's really nothing wrong with him either. I think he's just a standout minifigure, and that's exactly what you think you would get is what you'd get. The printing is pretty great. There's nothing to complain about. The hairpiece is updated. I like that. The face printing is pretty good. And on the back, you do get a double-sided face, and the back printing is also just fine. Overall, not a bad minifigure in any way. And now to the actual build of the set. It overall wasn't really that hard of a build. I did it in just like an hour, hour and a half. It was actually one of my favorite builds in a long time, especially for like the trap door we'll show you later on in the video. There was a lot of really cool building techniques used in this, and I really enjoyed it. And aesthetically, I think it looks pretty good. There's some things that are a little bit wonky with it, but it is a play set. So overall, I am very happy with how it turned out. Alright, if we go right to the back here, we can see it's pretty nice. The tiling, the paneling all looks really good, but it's kind of small and condensed. And with that being said, the cockpit inside here is just a small condensed. To get to that, we've got to open up the top here, and you can see you can kind of fit a minifigure in there that way, but you can also go ahead, open up the back more by pulling down here and opening up the slide open pretty easily, actually. And altogether, it's a pretty easy movement to get everything open. Nothing has to rip apart. Overall, it's a pretty easy, simple process, and it was easy to build. And it stays closed once you do close it. I do like that part about it. Unfortunately, this little bike here is supposed to be the speeder represented from the Phantom Menace, which is nice that we get that representation, but that's how he sits in there. As you can see, there's no other spot for him to sit except for on the speeder in the cockpit. More on the front and side, especially the wings here. Overall, they're really nice. They're kind of like that kinetic Technic piece. They're not really like clips. They stay on really well, but they also fold down really easily, and they're just, I think, overall really nice. And if we kind of go over here more to the side, closer to the wings, we can see all of the tiling and detailing that we built. It was actually really fun to put it all together because you could tell when you're putting it together that it was gonna look good. Sometimes when you build some things, you don't even know what it's supposed to be. You can tell right away this is gonna just be for aesthetics only, and it looks good, I think. There is no cockpit pieces. It's just red bricks, which I found a little bit unfortunate, but I think it doesn't take away too much from aesthetics. We also have these spring-loaded shooters up here in the front. As you can see, they're very well hidden, I would say. Sometimes they take away from the look of Lego builds. I don't think they do that in any sense. As you can see right here, if you push down, you can actually fire it. Even the firing mechanism is very well hidden. You can see it's all together just really well hidden. And lastly, for our biggest play function, we have a little drop door mechanism. As you can see here, there's a little sliding door, and it's kind of being held back right now by that little build where you can see a little spongy part almost, a little rubber part. It's holding it forward, but you kind of pull it back with your fingers, as I'll show in a second. But first, you can see in here, we have our, what they call a Sith probe droids. We see this in the actual Phantom Menace kind of during this scene, or right beforehand at least, when Darth Maul duels Qui-Gon. And as you can see, as I come up here, where that little spongy part is, the little rubber part, I can go ahead, pull it back, and voila. So the Sith probe droids are pretty simple, little micro builds, but it's kind of cool that they added them. They've added them in the previous Sith infiltrators before, but I'm glad they keep adding them because it's just nice to have that from the movie. So there you guys have it. Overall, I think it's a pretty good build. There's lots of play functions and accessibilities that I think really stand out for this Lego build. The minifigures are pretty well rounded. There's nothing that really stands out as really bad. The Darth Maul has some bad with it, but the printing's pretty good. That it's just average altogether. The only unfortunate part, it's $70, and I don't know if it's worth that. So I definitely recommend picking this up. I would just wait until you can find some sort of discount or deal. With all that being said, I think we're going to give this a 7 out of 10. A pretty good build altogether. Again, coming out May 1st at pretty much anywhere you can buy your Legos. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments of our review. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments of the Lego set. And with that, we hope you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.